additional insight, we are now joined by Joseph Grinkorn of the Morris Group. Thank you as ever for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Well, look, in a few words, how would you describe the economic agendas of these candidates?
Well, I think for Clinton, it's very, very simple. She wants to hike the minimum, she wants to hike the minimum wage across the board. She's very, very pro-green energy. She wants to cut taxes and give tax credit to the low and obviously middle income. And lastly, of course, as she said over and over again, she wants to hike rates, tax rates on the rich. She feels that everyone should pay their fair share. If you flip over to the other side for Trump, he wants to cut tax rates across the board. He wants to simplify the tax code. He especially wants to cut tax rates for corporates. All the big companies that have hundreds of billions of dollars overseas, he's hoping to get that, bring that money back over to the U.S. and, of course, reinvest it. Very, very pro-energy, miners, of course, oil, gas, etc.
All right, so it sounds like their agendas pretty much fall in line with the traditional partisan lines in the United States.
Yeah, I mean, he's a little bit different and more outspoken and more aggressive, but she's definitely more in line with them, correct.
Interesting. Well, Clinton is an interesting case in point here because in light of Bernie Sanders running up the campaign earlier, and he certainly garnered a lot of support, do you think she's going to now gear more toward the left to try to cater to his supporters?
She's actually been doing that, and of course, as of recent, Bernie has actually come out and endorsed her, saying that she's going to be, of course, the next president. So she's been slightly going over to that side again, hoping to appeal to them, and obviously, really gain his supporters.
Interesting. And also, Trump is a unique man. He is a businessman without much political experience, if not any, until now. There have been some reports that question his business integrity. Do you think that that's going to hurt his chances?
I don't think it's going to really, because he from the beginning has been who Donald Trump is. Very, very anti-establishment, very loud, very in your face, very, very unpolitically correct, so to speak. And that over time has really appealed to a lot of voters who are very unhappy with the current establishment. So I think if he continues doing, actually what he's been doing, I think he has a good chance to win.
Well, you mentioned that people are unhappy with the current establishment. Do you think that Hillary Clinton will continue the legacy of Obama?
I think as of now, he's been campaigning with her, of course, obviously, the support of Bernie Sanders as well, as we just said. So as of now, I think she's going side by side with him, of course. But again, in the coming weeks, if she starts to slip in the polls, you could see her make a drastic change.
All right. Well, just real fast, 1 or 2 words, what are they going to focus on their first 60 days?
I think it's very, very important. Clinton, she's going to have to go through the process, of course, House and the Senate, of course. I think Trump, he's going to use a lot of his veto power to basically change many of the past things that he disagrees with.
All right. Fascinating. Thank you very much for coming on our program. Very much appreciate it.